Trying to read our DNA is like trying to understand software code, with only 90% of the code riddled with errors. It's very difficult in that case to understand and predict what the software code is going to do. Elon Musk. I'm Mike with List 25, and here are 25 facts about DNA that will help you understand yourself. '25. Bdelloid rotifers are microscopic creatures that have been exclusively female for over 80 million years. They reproduce by stealing the DNA of other animals. 24. If you were to type one word per second every day for 8 hours, it would take you 50 years to type out the human genome. 23. Instead of venom, braconid wasps inject their victims with a virus that suppresses the victim's immune system and allows the wasp's parasitic larvae to grow within the victim. Scientists found that this virus is unlike any other virus on Earth. It's over 100 million years old and apparently assimilated itself into the very DNA of the wasp. 22. If you ever have a bone marrow transplant, the DNA in your blood can include that of your donor, which has led to false arrests in the past. 21. Siblings share 50% of their genes, as do parents and children. 20. DNA is damaged nearly 1 million times per day in every single cell of your body. Fortunately, your body has an elaborate system of repairing it. If it didn't, this would lead to cancer or cell death. 19. When it comes to invertebrates, mudworms are our closest relatives. We have more DNA in common with them than we do with cockroaches or even an octopus. 18. According to scientists, 4 families in Iceland have DNA only found in Native Americans. This evidence suggests that the Vikings brought a Native American woman back to Europe nearly 1,000 years ago. 17. There's a hard drive on the International Space Station called the Immortality Drive. It contains the DNA of people like Lance Armstrong and Stephen Hawking in case of a worldwide catastrophe. 16. Brooke Greenberg of Maryland was the size of an infant with the mental capacity of a toddler. She died recently at the age of 20. Scientists think her DNA may hold the key to biological immortality. 15. Similar to the wasp I told you about earlier, roughly 8% of your DNA is made up of ancient viruses that used to infect humans. 14. According to DNA research, Polynesians may have visited Chile in the 1300s and beat Columbus to the Americas by nearly 200 years. 13. About 2 grams worth of DNA could hold every bit of digitally stored information in the world. 12. Scientists encoded the song "It's a Small World After All" into the DNA of a bacteria that is resistant to radioactivity, so that in the case of a nuclear holocaust, future humans or other life forms would find it. 11. John Schneeberger, a Zambian doctor living in Canada, was charged with sexual assault. He implanted a tube of someone else's blood in his arm, so that when it was drawn for DNA evidence, he passed the test. He was eventually found out and deported. 10. The DNA in humans is 99.9% similar. The last 0.1% is where the differences lie. 9. An egg's genetic contents could be replaced with a man's DNA and then fertilized with a sperm. This would make 2 men the parents of a child. 8. The DNA in all of your cells would stretch 10 billion miles if you uncoiled it. That's roughly the distance from Earth to Pluto and back. 7. Although there are numerous websites and services offering to do genetic tests on your saliva that will prove your ancestry, scientists have warned that this is little more than genetic astrology and should not be taken seriously. 6. 50% of your DNA is identical to that of a banana's. 5. Scientists have determined that DNA has a half-life of 521 years, and after 1.5 million years, even the best preserved DNA samples would no longer be readable. 4. Because of DNA degradation, it's highly unlikely that dinosaurs or prehistoric creatures could ever be cloned. 3. German police once took DNA samples in a jewel heist. The samples led to 2 twins, Hassan and Abbas O. German law prohibits naming them in full. Both of them denied committing the crime in spite of the fact that German police knew one of them had done it because of the DNA evidence. Unfortunately, they could not determine which one, because their DNA is basically the same since they're twins, and German law doesn't allow suspects to be held indefinitely. For this reason, the police had no choice but to let them go. 2. People of non-African descent all have traces of Neanderthal DNA. 1. The Hornsleth Deep Storage Project dropped a time capsule in the deepest part of the ocean in 2013. It contained human blood, hair samples, and animal DNA. This could all be used to bring endangered species back to life in the future. Enjoying our lists? Be sure to click that subscribe button in the top right corner so you don't miss out on new ones every Monday through Friday. Share them with your friends and help us consistently conciliate curiosity. And if you want even more lists, check out these 2 videos here, or just head to our website at list25.com.